Okay guys, we're back. Sorry, I am really terribly sorry about that actually. Like, I'm pretty sure this is working now. Let me give myself a couple of more seconds. Yep, this is working now again. Sorry about that guys, I am terribly sorry. I had to restart my computer. I had no idea. Yeah, oh my god. Sorry if you find out some lag. I'm just checking to make sure everything's alright. Alright, everything's alright. Guys, if you could share this stream just because of what happened, I greatly appreciate it. It's important. Call the guys who were here before, tell them that the stream is back. Okay. I am terribly sorry about this. I seriously am, and the chat hasn't updated why. There it is. God, I was not expecting such a thing, honestly. Sorry, really, really sorry. So let's continue. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. Welcome back, Ollie. Sorry, I'm terribly sorry to everyone who was watching that this did not go well. Get back here, you son of a... Alright, why is the viewer count broken, though? I'll just stop questioning stuff. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money lunch that was stolen. Your lunch money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Oh, why don't you all just shut up? Oh, Larry, young Larry. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Oh my god, OBS is starting to act up again. What is wrong with my computer today? I swear to god, this is, ugh. It just decided not to work. Please don't do this to me. Please. I bet it's something wrong with YouTube and not OBS itself. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream today. This sucks, man. What is wrong? Hold on, guys. This sucks, man. Why is that happening? Well, YouTube doesn't complain. Okay, you know what? I might just roll with it, honestly. Oh, let's continue then. I'm sorry about this, guys. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Oh man, this is stupid. YouTube is not complaining for low output, so I'm just gonna keep going with it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. My lord, okay, golly, see you soon, man. Oh, you did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Again. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Aww. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is just stupid. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like a dark suspicions of a demon attorney. I'm sorry about the quality drop, but suddenly my computer is like, no, you're not getting the good quality. I might change it back, honestly. We're having a lot of troubles this stream. Yeah, better. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who had become. So that's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd sell for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, after that really bad start, we are back in the normal flow of things, fortunately. Oh, hey, Edgeworth, how's it going? December 27th, detention center visitors room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 4th grade? Lunch money. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Good old detention center theme. Hey Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Yeah, I guess if any one of us would be in that same situation, I guess we would have had the same situation, the same mindset. What's your relationship with Von Karma? Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Don't you dare, Eduardo. Don't you dare. You can't sneeze like that. He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent ever. But that's... I know. It's possible that some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Alright, thanks, Edgeworth. I guess we'll get going to Gourd Lake then. December 27th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Damn. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Yeet! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Ha! Puns again. Dude, this game just loves making puns. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I guess the computer's, my computer is mad at me today because I spent the whole morning recording PS2 footage for the video I'm editing right now. You consume too much CPU. Now take this. Alright, anyways. Let's see what's going on here. December 27th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Huh? The still eyesore is missing. Eyesore? It looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. Alright, so there's nothing here. The logical place to go is the boat rental shop, of course. December 27th, boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. What were you doing here? Thanks, bye. Oh yes, thanks, Maya. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Alright, let's go inside the shop. The shack. Oh, Polly's here. December 27th, Caretaker's Shack. Let's see if this thing is broken, because it loves to be broken. I also like the name I gave the episode now, since I couldn't name it the original thing again. Nobody's home. Hello, hello, what? Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Okay, I'm not gonna say it every time. Oh, investigation core. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly, he says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Wait, didn't the bird say the code to this vault yesterday, or this chest? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, what? Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Ooh, perfect detail, huh? I'm starting to get the idea of who's behind this. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Alright, thanks, Polly. I think I got everything from here. Oh, my head. Like, doing voices is incredibly exhausting, actually. If I remember correctly, the final day of investigation in Turnabout Goodbyes is actually really short. Really, really short. Right, next place, Criminal Affairs. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, so it's not the thingy. So I guess I have to... I'm gonna present this to Edgeworth. I actually never did this before. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Oh. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe? Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Oh, that's right. He fled after the case, didn't? Yeah, he fled after he was declared innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. 10 and 5 years ago. Here comes the earthquake once more. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. Submit! Sorry, I hear the word darkness and I just instinctively think of Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Kingdom Hearts. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Oh, yes. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Oh, okay. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. Again. This is the third time I'm telling you. This is the third time I'm telling this to you, Wright? I think the time has come to tell all. Alright, tell me. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe again! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Again. Hey, I don't know. You gotta see. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was from that evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Oof. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut up memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it, Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? Well, you call it, yeah, but is it over? That's all I have to say. I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6! There is. Marvin Grossberg. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case... Oh, what? Why am I changing my voice to Edgeworth? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise That Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. I love this song so much. No! I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. I think I'm gonna give Marvin Grossberg a more British accent. Yeah, that's it. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record on court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair as it were. I see. Interesting. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. No, this is getting interesting really quickly. Alright, let's just present this to him. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he's trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? So, let's see. It couldn't have been Edgeworth. I doubt Yogi would write it for himself, so according to what Feek said, it was in perfect detail. It has to be him. Manfred von Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would it have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? You called it. You didn't say anything about that, actually. Or did you? Probably in the stream before this one, I don't know. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Oh, you did. Okay. Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial and scarred. Oh, what happened? What happened in the trial between Edworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yeah, I really like this voice for Grossberg. I don't know why, but I do. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's ever been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, this was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials, Alright, let me just restart this again because I love when this just breaks. Alright, it's still going strong. Let's go! So now we're supposed to go to the police department, right? Oh, okay. Maybe not. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Wow, dude. This song has been playing throughout this entire investigation. Well, had any good ideas? This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We'd better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Something that happened then has a hold on Edworth and it won't let go. Ooh, the burps again. No. I think I found something to stream this Friday. Don't know how many of you will like it, but Freaky Fridays, I think they're starting to take off. Even though it's only Wednesday, I'm pretty pumped about that. Well, let's go to Criminal Affairs. December 27th, the Police Department, Criminal Affairs, again. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check the records room again. Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering in there, you know. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! I have a bad feeling about this. Let's see if I can still remember my Von Karma voice. I mean, I remember it. Let's see if I can still do it. December 27th, Police Department Records Room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Okay, this is weird. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says Unsolved Cases Evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6 is completely empty! What? What are you doing in here? He! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. I don't like you. Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Damn. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. Objection. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Oh no, I have to present the letter, don't I? Stretching. Sorry about that. As I said, I don't know why, but playing an Ace Attorney game just has this weird effect on stream. It makes me drain my energy super quick. Like, I've been only streaming for about like 37 minutes, and I'm like, dude, I'm so tired. I don't know why, though. I really don't want to do this, but let's do this. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me for a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh my god, it's a taser. A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Oh, she got electrocuted. Ouch. Maya! Out of my way. Well, we also got electrocuted. Nice. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Oh, this part. I remember this part. Oh my god, I really don't want to read this part. Maya, open your eyes. Oh no. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Maya! Ugh, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. No, she didn't die. What is that, a bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Nice job, Maya. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. It is time. Let's settle this once and for all. Whew. It's time for the trial section. Guys, if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that like button and help support the stream. Share it, just do whatever you want. I honestly don't care. But it would be really nice to have more people here watching the brilliance that is the finale of Turnabout Goodbye. So, let's do this. Yes, it is. As I said, share the stream, like it, do whatever you can. We need people watching the beautiful ending of this case. All right, it's time. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. This is it, Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Oh god. What are you doing? I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Stop touching people! Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Ah, pal! Jesus. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but it has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his own past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be out into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Oh god, Uncle's back. Ladies and gentlemen of the courtroom, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Objection. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Paul, you see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. And he went back to sleep. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi and I'm going to prove it. Alright, let's just press him on everything. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. I call what you did running away, not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and you realized you were in danger. No. No, Mr. Wright, there is no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Yeah, because Von Karma thinks he has all the evidence from DL6, plus the letter, which he probably burned by now. But I wasn't running away or anything. Okay. Then why did you leave? Oh, stop.
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I said quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Ah, callbacks. Callbacks to the previous trial. I went to buy some food for Polly. Okay. Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested up until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. What? Don't.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Are you sure about that? You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, it seems like it. Then how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
Objection. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old Kozer's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Okay. How can you say you had no motive? I'd say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. It can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness' name.
Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi, that name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident?
I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints? You say before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No!
Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief, hmm?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up? On his proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. This is happening.
Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
I can't believe it.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify to us.
I can't believe we're cross-examining a parrot. Oh god. Only Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney would let you cross-examine a parrot in an actual murder case. Who is your owner?
Hello, what? Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Oh my god, this is beautiful. Alright, let's press it here. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? No, knowing Von Karma, he'd probably retrain the parrot to not say anything. Do I have the... I don't. Oh, I do, okay. Oh, thank God. If I didn't have the DL6 case file, this would be really bad. What's her name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly. No, Polly, what's your name? Polly, what?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course it does. Yes, it does.
Ah, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove our owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is cite the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is the DL6 case file.
The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Oh god. Let me just read it really quick. Okay, this is the code. Okay. Oh, the third page, okay. Alright, let's just see what's been going on here. Alright, everything's alright. Nice. Everything's good. Okay, sorry. I'm just making sure that the stream is running normally. Hopefully by tomorrow these problems will have dissipated. Alright, page 3.
Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly.
Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named this parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we can get just one more piece of evidence. Right, but what?
Very well, witness, you may continue.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, I know. Now, what's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is?
Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Once again, the DL6 case file.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to that safe number?
Case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
Date of the incident, December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Oh!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that day was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Ugh, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Okay. We are number 1. Obvious we are number 1 joke out of the way. Let's continue. And welcome back, Pyro. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. Everything is good now, so let's just appreciate the finale. Yeah, karma really is yeah.
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
It's time.
Witness, tell us your name.
Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. There he is. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. And this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Damn. Okay, this was amazing.
On Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
And the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
Yay!
There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like you to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Fort Conway saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Yay! We won! Yay! So happy! Rainbows! Does it get to take over the way? Yes, it does.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Yay! We won! So happy! Okay, no. We all knew this was coming.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. I point my finger at you.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? I'm gonna raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Oh god, let's do this. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. 3 objections in 10 seconds. That's a new record. That's definitely a new record. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me, yet I point my finger at Phoenix, because he helped me. What? I didn't! You're going to jail with me, Phoenix. No!
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how we should deal with this.
Bah! I'm not the owner of the wet noodle, yet.
It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Ooh, here we go.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Or does adjourn.
Oh man, Edgeworth, what are you doing? December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lamy number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. It's just crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Let's do this. It's time to finish this once and for all. The Phoenix is up. Enough of the wet noodle, please. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. And I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed the crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the GL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Once more. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. Here we go. We knew this was gonna be brought up in court later, sooner or later. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Sorry about that. Water is important, as I say. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Ah! Agua. Yes! Agua! The power of agua! Oh my god. That's gonna become a meme. That's gonna become a meme. I just wonder who went to Google Translator, like went to my native language, which is Portuguese, and translated water to agua just to know what to type. Because I bet someone did that. I just know it. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, and oh, you know Spanish. Oh, okay. Well, it's practically the same as our language, so I guess that's alright. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. I think I know what to present where, though. In my father's trials, as we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father... Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. There was a single gunshot. Alright, where's that picture? There he is. So, let's examine it really closely. I don't buy it. Because of this. Because, oh, you can't see because my mouse isn't active, but there's, like, do you see the bullet pattern in the glass? I believe someone shot it there. Let's do that. Yes, I got it. So there was only one gunshot? Exactly. Man, I am getting good at this. My defense attorney instincts are coming back to me. Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot, then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
It must have been scary. No, because this is nothing like real life, man. Trials in real life, like, Jesus. I'm not gonna say anything because I never wanted to go to a law school. I would make like the worst lawyer possible. I wouldn't possibly be able to defend like a man I knew was like guilty of a crime, especially murder. Oh my god. No, I just say, oh no, go to jail, please. Get away from me. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. There is a clear contradiction between your testimony and this picture.
I can see that the victim lying there is a Gregory Edgeworth.
And hey BVR, thanks for coming in, man. How's it going?
What do you mean, contradiction?
As always, the judge is clueless again. Show the judge the contradiction in this photo. Yeah, I said it before. Take that! Take that! It should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one but two shots were fired. One shot hit the victim and the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot?
This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made?
It might have been before the incident occurred. Yeah. Because we found out that Edgeworth was innocent. Like, remember last time? Last time we found that he was innocent, and then we got the guy to confess this trial. The other one, the shop caretaker. And now Edgeworth admitted guilt for the DL6 incident. Like, he said, I killed my father.
If it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident.
Do I have? Let me see. One bullet. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yep. There it is. I do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet hole on the door was related to this incident?
I think that Edgeworth feels sorry for Uncle. Ah, no, he doesn't. Your Honor, the answer is in this file.
Objection. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on.
Which page shows the link between the bullet hole and the DL6 incident, the victim data? Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Ha, gotcha. You mean that, don't you? That guy is Yanni Yogi and he got arrested. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after he heard the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one shot fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. I don't believe that.
Why doesn't the judge make any decision? Well, basically, you're supposed to present evidence to him, and he makes the decision based on what you can prove or not.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent! I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no, he's confessing again.
Very well. The statute of limitations on murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor? I object.
Oh, you don't get to object this time. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof. Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. Whoa, that was Mia. What? What did you say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it exists.
What? But we've just heard proof that it does not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
Who?
The murderer.
Objection. The murderer didn't tell us. Just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
No, I don't think the murderer needed it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer has no reason to take that bullet. They don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? He had to find to cover up his trail. Well, good thinking, but not there yet. You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think where the bullet was taken. Think where the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, isn't that all of us in real life? The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have had to take it with you, right? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. Think crazy. You know? Everyone is just like, what the hell is happening? Wait a second. I was just talking off at the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from their elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes. Yes. The first time I played this caused me immense confusion. Like, I'm not even joking. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet... It makes sense, doesn't it? But for a first-time viewer, it's like, what is happening? The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, but yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Objection. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? He's not alive. Sorry. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. 40 years. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the GL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. This is a season special. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and just say it now? Of course! Just do it. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma. Von Karma? Yes, this part is epic.
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, sitting right here, sitting right there? You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright?
Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet off by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out by yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright,
Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Now, some people might remember, sorry about the burps again, that last episode, I took a special item from Detective Gumshoe called a metal detector. Guess what's for? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot was... I can't believe I'm using this in a court of law. Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Objection. Oh, hello, Mr. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? Are you perhaps a little nervsy-tursy? I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Dude. Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we have to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. No? Oh god. Ah! Oh, not again. I forgot that was gonna happen. Ugh, my ears. Yeah, kind of bit of blood. Not that much though, I'm fine. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Oh, got it. The game just lagged like a lot. What happened? But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? No, I don't. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's what you think. That's where you're wrong, B. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. Sorry about that. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edward? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The DL6 bullet, taken from Gregory Edwards' heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edwards. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Sorry, I thought I heard something like knock at my door or anything like that, but it's just my imagination again. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fires a bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, and if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Here we go, here we go. Yes! It's time. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. And we see this cutscene again. I'm not gonna do the voices again, sorry. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. Exorcism. Wow. He was singing opera, what the hell are you talking about? There it is. The connection was made. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. Whoa, calm down, dude. 15 years earlier. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it is not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black, the lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. And you killed Edward. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. It was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Fitting of the perfect douchebag. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job, bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. We got through. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. The score finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Not guilty for the second time! Yes!
Von Karma had never lost for 40 years and he lost twice today. That's gotta be rough. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Is this the finale? Nope. Well, I shouldn't say anything yet. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. Just say thank you, dude. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. just throws up. Are you alright, Edgeworth? No, just give me a second. Really? Maya could never hurt a fly. Well, that's not true. Okay, forget what I said. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Ugh, sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Whoop! Amazing, pal, you pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Oh my god, that is brilliant. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take a little time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Oh my god, I have to do your voice again? Bloodhead! Y'all were great in there! Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness in the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you going to do now, Lotta? Oh, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over again, just like the beginning of this game. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. God damn it. Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? I think it'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Mr. Wright? I know you just said Wright, but I like Mr. Wright. Mr. Anderson. Enough to buy something true. Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Of course. I know. Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, right? Edgeworth. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. Yes, that's his last name. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, I'd call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known I'd become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney. After all, Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Although Edgeworth was still in detention. Wow, poor Edgeworth. Oh my god. This part. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright and Cole offices. This part is amazing. This part, just watch. I might even mute myself, actually. No, I'm not, because I need to do the voices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. This part is beautiful. That's all I have to say, okay? Appreciate the magnificence of this. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Yes! Wait! What? Oh, last caps, okay. Okay, you get a pass on this, just because it's the right word to try to type in caps. I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yeah, only her voice, but still. It was at that very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. There it is. Yeah, because she took this from Von Karma. That's right. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, bye. Bye. Ah, yes, this ending is genius. This ending is phenomenal. Thanks, Nick. It's still not my favorite ending of the Ace Attorney series. We'll get that eventually. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Let's go! Let the credits roll. Dude, this game is something else, okay? Oh, hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Poor guy. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? God. Okay, this game is phenomenal, okay? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney changed my perspective of video games, actually. The first time I played it. Oh, Larry. Huh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what I'd call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. You idiots. It made me rethink my life, honestly. One of the few games that actually made me do that, besides Golden Sun and Pokemon Platinum, but that's besides the point. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Dude, you were useless. You only appeared in one case and you were a complete dummy. This is a good game. A really good game, but it's only one of 3. This is part of an original trilogy, okay? Oh, the bellboy. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney from whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. This is part of a trilogy. The next one is going to be Phoenix Wright Justice for All. But we're not exactly ready to dive into that game just yet. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him up late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? I don't think we're ready to dive into that game yet, and you guys will see what I mean in just a bit. In just a tiny bit. Oh, you. Phoenix Wright? You an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting some... Oh my god, stop talking, I remember you. Remember that lady, by the way. God, I love this ending. The credits theme, I actually have it on my phone. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure hope that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Oh god. It's changing voices so many times it's killing me. Oh god, this game is amazing. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she got a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can find them where she is. What kind of place is she leaving at anyway? Aww, we haven't forgotten. I really like I can't drink yet. Oh, right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. He saw Will Powers. You shouldn't have come there. You shouldn't have gone there. It was your fault. Oh, Lotta. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know what? You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real! Now that's talent! I'm gonna be famous! And she's not exaggerating, by the way, there is actually a ghost. You'll see in a minute. I haven't seen that picture in a long time, actually. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, it's so cute. What a game, man. What a game. What a series. What a freaking... Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 5th hidden episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Rise from the Ashes. We'll be seeing each other again once we tackle this case. The stream is over, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like the stream, please consider leaving me a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. Link, no, actually, first, the bell. If you want to get notified of my future stream / uploads, hit that little notification bell next to the subscription button. You know what to do. Oh, hey Grin Brett, thanks a lot, man. It actually means a lot to me. Next stream will be tomorrow. Pokemon Ultra Moon will be making a comeback. Link to my Discord is also in the description. And guys, until next time, peace.